Hello, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing to you my July book haul. So we're a little bit more relaxed today. I've got my Small Town Murder t-shirt on and I just thought I'd quickly bring you my book haul for July. I was relatively well controlled in July. We have 13 books here to show you, one of which I've already read. So a net addition to the TBR of 12 books, which for an entire month for me is pretty damn good. We have some books I bought myself at the Patreon meetup. We have books I was sent as a book box. We have ones from publishers, and we also have some gifts. So starting off with the book I was sent from a publisher, I'll talk about this very quickly because it's also in my wrap up for July, which went up last week, I believe. We have I'll Always Be With You by Monica Murphy. This is book 4 in the Lancaster Prep Companion series. So I'm sure I've already talked about this in detail. It will be coming up in my next books I've unhauled lately. I really despised this book, but I did haul it in July. I just also read it and unhauled it. Next up, the books I got in my WAYPOINT Books subscription box. This is the second one I received from them, the second full moon subscription box it's called. And if you have not seen my video on this, please do check it out. I will link it down in the description along with my discount code that you can use. So if you haven't checked that out, I'm just about to spoil the box, so watch that first. The books I hauled this month were The Counsellors by Jessica Goodman. I won't talk much about this because it's all in that video. And A Fate of Wrath and Flame by K.A. Tucker. Again, all in that video. But these were my WAYPOINT books. WAYPOINT books. My books from WAYPOINT Books. I know what I'm trying to say. Next up, we have 4 gifts. The first one coming from Crazy Mel. We have Romancing Mr. Bridgerton by Julia Quinn, which is book 4 in the Bridgerton series. I really need to get this read soon because season 3 is coming out this year and it's actually based on book 4 being this one, not book 3. I haven't read book 3 yet, so I need to read that and this one before I watch the series. So this one is about Penelope and Colin. If you have somehow missed the Bridgerton series, it is a Regency romance series starting with the story of Daphne Bridgerton and the Duke of whatever he is, Simon. We love Simon. The TV show is pretty fantastic, but I do actually think, am I enjoying the books more? I don't know. I quite like the books, so very excited to read this one. And then we have more books in a series from the lovely Sophie, who sent me all 3 of these books. We have Tempted, Burned and Hunted by PC and Kristen Cast. I always forget the order, but these are books 5, 6 and 7 in the Marked series. I recently reread Marked last month or the month before, so Sophie has provided me with the ability to carry on with this series. I really do need to keep reading these because I'd love to get to these soon. So incredibly sweet of her to send me these, and thank you so much, Sophie. I should quickly say the Marked series is a high school kind of for vampire fledglings, and if they complete their transition they go through the change and become a vampire. But in our first book we have Zoe, who has just joined the House of Night, and she has all of these special abilities that maybe she shouldn't have yet. So very excited to carry on with these. Next up we have the one book I pre-ordered this month, and that is Too Late by Colleen Hoover. This was actually like a re-release, which I should have known because I had the ebook on my TBR and I'd never noticed it was there. So we now have a newly printed copy. This says, Sloane will go through hell and back for those she loves, and she does so every single day. Caught up with the alluring Asa Jackson, a notorious drug trafficker. Sloane has finally found a lifeline to cling to, even if it's meant compromising her morals. She was in dire straits trying to pay for her brother's care until she met Asa. But as Sloane became emotionally and economically reliant on him, he in turn developed a disturbing obsession with her, one that becomes increasingly dangerous every day. It sounds fantastic. I've heard it's quite scary, so we'll see. I then have the 5 books I bought on the Patreon meetup in Bristol. There are some amazing bookshops in Bristol, so it is no surprise that I found all these. First up, we have a signed copy of Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison. I still have not read any of this author's work, but I am reading one of her books in September. This says, Rory Morris isn't thrilled to be moving back to her hometown. There are bad memories there. But her twin sister, Scarlett, is pregnant and needs support, so Rory returns to the place she thought she'd put in her rear view. After a night out at the bar where she runs into Ian, an old, almost flame, she hits a large animal with her car, and when she gets out to investigate, she's attacked. Rory survives, miraculously, but life begins to look and feel different. She's unnaturally strong with an aversion to silver, and suddenly the moon has her in its thrall. She's changing into someone else, something else. But does that mean she's putting those close to her in danger? Or is embracing the wildness inside her the key to acceptance? It's a very short book and I just think it sounds awesome. We then have Everything and the Moon by Julia Quinn, which is book 1 of the Linden Sisters series. Regency romance. Says, if you love the Bridgerton novels, you'll adore the Linden Sisters. I'm not going to look into it. I'm really not. This was from a bookshop. I literally got it for £4 and Lucy was grabbing it, so I had to grab it too. We then have A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon by Sarah Hawley. What is it focusing on? I have no idea. I've heard really good things about this, and the review on the back from Ali Hazelwood says it's whimsically sexy, charmingly romantic, and magically hilarious. This book put a spell on me. I think we're going to leave it there. It sounds fantastic. Then one that I've been told to put straight in the bin is The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels by India Holton. I am clearly going to give it a go, but I have not heard good things about this since hauling it. It says Bridgerton meets Peaky Blinders. Cecilia Bassingthwaighte belongs to a very prestigious circle of women, the Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels. Yet this is no ordinary Victorian lady society. These women spend their days pickpocketing and blackmailing their way around the country before it's all time to sit down for tea. But when Cecilia meets Ned Lightbourne, her world is set to change forever, because he's a paid assassin and she's his next hit. It doesn't sound like it's going to be bad, but I have heard bad things, so let me know if you liked that one. And finally, am I even ashamed by this? Barbarian's Mate by Ruby Dixon. I got this in Forbidden Planet, and I had to because it came with a sticker, a bookmark, and it's signed. So there's actually a big scuff on that. I had to get this, I couldn't not. This is book, I don't even know, it just says the next novel. It's the most recently re-released Ice Planet Barbarians book. I haven't even read all of the ones that I'm supposed to have by now, but we wanted more blue aliens, right? That was what we needed on this channel? I think so. So there we have it. Why on earth have I only hauled 13 books and already talked about most of them in other videos? I don't know, I need to lose control a bit more. Maybe I will in August. Let me know if any of the books here really take your fancy. If you've got any interesting reviews on them, please let me know. But for now, that's all I have time for. So thank you very, very much for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.